What's up, guys? Derek here, reviewing the Kenwood Excelon line DDX9905S. Just got this. I'm probably one of the first people to have one of these in hand. I'm going to do an unboxing and review. Go ahead and pull this bad boy out here. Here is the box. It is the Excelon Reference series. This is XR. Show you the outside of the box here. Main thing got me into getting this one is the fact that it has Wireless Andriod Auto. This is going to be just pretty sweet to get in the car and link right up to your phone. I mean, you can still plug it in, obviously, for charging purposes, but none of that fumbling with wires. You can just get in and go. You'll get your maps to pop right up, everything. So that's going to be pretty sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox this for you here. If I can find out how to open it, right? Popped open on the side. Yep. All right. So first things first, pull this guy out. This looks to be the USB plugs for the device. It's like the extender. I think this is so you can plug in iPhones, the Android phones as well, and possibly like an external hard drive for music. So you got that. Then you got, looks like, I want to say some sort of GPS antenna, perhaps. Yep, so this is the antenna. Then you just got the standard simple harness. Most of this stuff is actually going to wire up to the Radio Pro 5 system, so I can just plug it directly into my system. Yep, then we got the microphone here for phone calls and all that kind of good stuff. Then we got nice thick manual. Looks like it's got warranty cards. I'm assuming there's different languages. Yep. The screws for installation. Now let's get down to the, oh, here comes the faceplate. Oh, faceplate area. Yep, this will be to install it into certain holes. I'm not sure if that'll be for my setup as well, but got that. Put all this stuff onto the side here. And then here we are. Pull this. Oh, I'm actually going to flip it over. So, I'm popping this guy out. This thing does have Kenwood's web link installed on it, so it's going to allow you to link up to your phone, and I'll show you some of that as well. You'll be able to use Waze, YouTube, all these apps you can do on your phone. You'll be able to show them up on here. Nice good thing about that, though, is you don't have to use that to still get Waze and stuff. You just use the Android Auto type setup, and you can access Waze that way too. This also has all kinds of cool stuff that you'd see on the internet, so put that here. So we'll throw all this stuff out of the way. So this also has the HD screen. This will be the first receiver to come out with a high definition display. It does, I believe, 720p, but that's, I mean, you don't need 1080 in your car on a screen that's only this big. I mean, this is like having a nice little mini tablet. So that's one of the coolest features about this now that sets it different from its little brother. And then you can get the version with navigation, which would be the DDX9905S. They really package these all up nice. So. Very shiny. very exciting setup. So look at that. Beautiful, beautiful screen. Comes with the sleeve on it. Obviously, certain vehicles won't require the sleeve, so that you can also just pop off and remove. I'll leave it on here for now. Okay, then here we go on the back side. Do a little, so we have, looks like, yep, rear view camera, video out. This would be to hook up to TVs in the rear, and then the front view camera. So when you get those cameras installed, you can plug them right in here and it'll recognize them. Then you have the two USB plugs, and I believe these here were to extend them. You have the antenna wire. Oh yes, okay. So the gray connector on here is going to be, this is the GPS sensor. So it doesn't have to rely directly on your phone's GPS to pick up. It also has, looks like the dash cam, the wired dash cam. It's also got AV in. Here's the iData link for the connections to the car. My truck doesn't have all the new features in it, so it's going to just use the Radio Pro 5. This would be to do the climate controls, that kind of stuff, built into factory head units on newer cars. We also have the satellite radio connector, the standard harness connector down here. We also have, looks like, yep, so we have some subwoofer, front and rear outputs, subwoofer, front, rear outputs for amplifiers, and that's really about it. There's not too much else going on here. This little port here works as well with the iData link. It's all pretty standard here on the back. Oh, and then here's the mic port as well, so you can plug in the mic. So I'm going to go ahead and fire this bad boy up, and we're going to look at some cool features on it. Alright, so let's power this bad boy up for the first time. Alright, looks like it's your standard Kenwood setup. So what we got here is language, clock, display, camera, the demo mode. Turn that off for now. God, it is a clear capacitive touchscreen, not resistive, so it's like using any type of cell phone. So it's very responsive. We'll go ahead and act like we're going to set this up. Yep, you can have it set up GPS sync. That would be with the GPS plugged into it. Of course, the time format, that kind of stuff. We'll let that do its own thing. Display is where you can change key colors down here. Realistically, it's anything you want. We'll let it scan because it looks kind of cool. Viewing angle, that is just so however you're sitting, it's not a mechanical adjustment. What it does is it changes the view of the contrast. So it kind of makes it so if I sit below it, it would look a little better. And that's really this for your first start up. So go ahead and finish. This will come up for the first time, which is nice on the new models now. They finally got it, so you can just automatically remove that after 10 seconds. So every time you turn this bad boy on, it'll do that. Now here's your home screen. Bring up the apps here. HD radio, web link, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, Spotify, Pandora, discs, iPod, Waze, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, telephone, USB, AV in, audio, go to standby. Then these are some other things that would work with the Maestro, the data link, where you have vehicle info, satellite radio if you have that enabled, media player, which would be plugging in a hard drive or something to it, Bluetooth streaming. There's all kinds of ways to get your music to play on this. Then radar detector, gauges, climate, parking assist, those are all things that would show up if you had that option where it would connect to your car. What's also really cool about this is any of these can be added to your home buttons here. So if I wanted Pandora, you can drag it and just drop it right in there. I don't want to change all that right now. You can just hit the home button. It's also got a little lip on here. This will change the angle of the screen. Disc eject. Disc would go up top here, as you can see. Then you got your standard volume up, volume down, camera, home button. If you hold the home button, powers it down. Fire it back up. As you can see, this comes up. We'll wait 10 seconds and it should go away on its own while you're buckling up and that kind of stuff. Menu brings down another menu that these all can also be changed. This will bring you to whatever app you had up or take you home as well. And of course, this is the eject button. So I'm going to go ahead and pair up my phone to this, and we're going to try some other funky stuff. Here you go. We can even start playing some music.
Look at my dad. Look at my dad. Look at my dad. Look at my dad.
Yeah, we have all the amenities. Can pull up any of this. All kinds of anything you have set on your phone that would work, it'll work that way. Pull up maps here. You can also open up Waze through here. Very responsive, very fast. What's my dog's name?
You told me that your dog's name is Buddy.
Google does a whole bunch of stuff now, not just normally routing you somewhere, calling somebody, that kind of thing. Or you can also say, "Okay, Google, what's the current temperature?"
The current temperature in Milwaukee is 29.
"Okay, Google, is it going to snow?"
Yes, snow is expected on Monday in Milwaukee.
That's too bad. "Okay, Google, read me the news."
Here's the latest news. By the way, you can control the news by saying skip or stop the news.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Jack.
So you get the hint. It's very, very fast, very responsive. Features are great. Android Auto in itself is great, and you can do all this now wirelessly without your phone having to be plugged into this. Take me home.
Okay, handing off to Waze.
rebounded later, but it's still.
So that's really the quick rundown and unboxing of the Kenwood Excelon or Excelon Reference XR series. This is the DDX9905S Full HD with Wireless Andriod Auto. It also has WebLink built in. Every other feature that you would find on these Kenwood Excelon series. This one, however, doesn't have the built-in navigation, but using something like Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, you get to use a built-in one to your phone. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. This is my first unboxing review type video. Just kind of excited to show you my new toy. I'm going to have a lot of videos upcoming. After this is installed, I'll show some other videos of it installed in the truck and all kinds of other stuff. So if you would like, please go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to have a lot more stuff coming out in the near future here. Go ahead and like the video, and if you didn't like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs down as well. Go ahead and comment, ask some questions. I'll see what I can answer. I'm not a pro at it, but there is definitely a lot of features and stuff in here that we just have to go over. So that's really it. Thanks again for coming and checking out my channel. I'll see you again soon.